Okay, so here we are in Connecticut, Lordship, by the seawall, and we're going to be looking across the Long Island Sound here. First, let me explain to you. So here's New York City, the Long Island Sound. This is Long Island. It says to be an island, but it's only separated by a little river here. Okay, and let's go down by Bridgeport. Okay, in 3D. A closer look at Lordship. And I was standing right there by the seawall. Point, no point. So if we look at the sea level here, a very flat beach, and it walks up to a little sidewalk here, and that's where I was standing. The sidewalk's maybe 5 feet over the water, and my camera eye was about 10 feet over the sea level. Okay? So let's see what I was looking at. I was looking at over across the water. Straight across is about 10 miles, but I was looking more that way, which is more like 20 miles. Let's do this here. By Huntingdon. So I was looking at those Northport smokestacks here. Oops. Those big tall towers. So you see the water level goes right in here. Here's a little bit of a dam here from the water above there. But you can tell the terrain here is pretty much flat. Okay, not much elevation at all. Okay, if you observe these buildings here, we got like 4 towers beneath the 4 chimneys. And then there's this long building here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So you see this long building, and there's a little doorway here. If you look at the ground level, you see there's 2 floors on this building. And you can see kind of see the windows here. So there's only 1 floor over the small roof. It's pretty much the same height. So you could say that's a 2, maybe 3-story up to the red roof. And here's another doorway, and there's probably like 3 or 4 stories. Like 3 plus 3 or 4. You could say like 7-story up to this level here. So that's what, 60 to 80 feet tall, this part. And mark my words, might be a little shorter. Okay. Let's look at the elevation of that place on the ground. So we're going to take a few minute or 2 here. Wheel keep on turning. Okay, okay. Goes in. So the smokestacks on this little pinkish part. Remember the little dam is here and the other flat waterway is here. So let's look at the ground level. What do we get? 3.3 feet. Not the same. So we're just a meter over the sea level here on the grounds around the North Fork smokestack. Okay. Let's take a measurement here. So here it is. And that's where I was. Measure distance to the North Fork smokestack. Squeeze. 19.23 miles. Okay, 19.23 miles. How do we calculate the curvature of the Earth? The curve you should see. So there are many sites, if you look around Google, many sites that will explain the calculation of the Earth. And it's pretty much the same formula. This one doesn't really explain it so well. Here's my favorite one. Come on. Sorry I'm wasting your time here. Earth calculator. Earth curvature calculator. Curvature of Earth per mile. 8 inches per mile. Okay, this site doesn't explain it very well. It's just... calculating the Earth curvature. It's the one I just saw. Earth curvature. Where's the one of Wikipedia? It gives me more details. Math Central. Here we go. So these guys say that the Earth radius is 3,963 miles. See, it's a precise number here. I saw another site was 65, But who can go out there with a ruler and put their eyeball on the edge of the of the the ball earth and try to make that measurement? Because even if you measure a small thing with a ruler in your hands, you got to put your eyeball right along the line, line it up real good, parallel, so you don't miss out on any measurement. Because you're going to cut your piece and try to fit it. It's not always going to be the right measurement. But anyway, these guys tell us it's 3,963 miles. It's not 4,000 miles. It's not 3,900 miles. They give you that darn precise number here. And they expect you to think that all these other numbers, if you use the triangle of Pythagoras, okay, a square plus b square equals c square, you're going to get the little height here according to the curvature of our globe Earth, thanks to Robert the expert. You can't even tell who his last name is, you know, so many Roberts out there. But you know, if you want to be more precise, it's 7.98 inches to the foot. Okay. So 8 inches to the foot is 0.66666 periodically. But let's calculate that just to make sure. Okay. 8 inches to the foot is 0.6 periodical. 2/3. 2/3, that's what it is. Okay, let's 7.98 inches to the foot is what? 0.665. Okay, so that number is a little bit different, but let's try to use it. So we got 19. I'm even gonna be a little shorter. 19 miles, and we're gonna square those miles. Same number, 19 times 19 is 361. Okay, times 0.665, okay, which is 7.98 inches to the foot. So we shouldn't be able to see anything below 240 feet high. 240 feet high at 19 miles away. Remember, my camera eye was about 10 feet over the water level. Okay, let's go look at it. Let's go look at what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's lower this volume here. It was a nice, beautiful day in 2018 when I was visiting my in-laws in Lordship, Connecticut. And from there, we can easily see the Northport Smokestacks across over here. This out of the way. Okay, you see those guys, and you can see the square towers right beneath. Okay, take a little closer look. Oops, sorry. Not easy to hold the camera on a cheap tripod. Heavy camera of a Nikon P900. Alright, so remember what I was showing you on Google Map about the Northport Smokestacks? We could see those 4 towers. And there was also a long building beneath here. So right here, this picture proves to us that there is curvature. The earth is not flat. Over 20 miles, it hides that long building that was under here. Okay, and that long building, we could figure out maybe 70 to 80 feet tall. Okay? And we can't even see the, oops. How do you go back like that? You can't even see the, there we go. Can't even see the little doorway over the long roof. Oh, we might even see, is that one here? Can't see just one, no? No, it must have been a wave. Yeah, it's a wave. Anyway, so you get the point. So the ground level is 3 feet plus maybe 70 feet. So we're what, 70, 75 feet of elevation here. If you want to be generous, you can give it up to 100 feet elevation at 20 miles away. But remember our math here, at 19 miles, we can redo it if you want. 19 miles away, we square that number, so we multiply it by itself, makes 361. And then we get 2/3 of that value. But we can go with, instead of going with 2/3, we're going to go with 0.665, which is a little bit more generous to the scientific world, because they show that it's 7.98 inches to the foot, which gives us, again, 240 feet. We shouldn't be able to see anything below 240 feet, but we see over maybe even less than 100 feet, easily less than 100 feet. So where is that distance missing here? Over 140 feet missing? Huh? Google, what's up with you? So should we trust Google and their numbers and their information, telling us that the Earth is a ball? Or should we trust the flat earthers that tell us that it's totally flat? What do we have in between? Is there any other option? Can we say, I don't live on a ball like you do. I don't live on a flat earth like you do. I live on something else because it's not flat and it doesn't nearly come close to the numbers. Remember I showing you those numbers? Let's see. Remember this number, how precise it is here? If you know anything about math, if you change a number, it throws you off when you make multiplications and divisions. It throws you off real bad if you change one number. That's what we get from the pros. That's the world we live in, a bunch of lies. Our history is lies. Our politicians tell us lies. The doctors tell us lies. They want to take control of our health, but they just want to keep us sick. Anyway, there you go. What shape is our Earth? Do you know? I know it's not a ball. I just showed you. I know it's not flat. I just showed you. But what is it? Thank you for watching. I got more videos like that. Aloha.